7 days away from the new Toyota Tundra reveal. Or are we? Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive FST. So are we just 7 days away from the new Toyota Tundra reveal? Now, first of all, let me tell you why I think this. And it's not just me. There's been a lot of other people that have theorized that Toyota is going to reveal the new Tundra on September 19th. Now, why I say that is because if you remember, there were pictures that were released. And one of the pictures, of course, showed off the new vertical charging station down there in the center console area. And there was a cell phone in there, you know, to go ahead and show off how it works. And on that cell phone, the time, anyway, showed 9:19. Now, a lot of us have theorized that that was really the release date, the reveal date for the new Toyota Tundra. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, one, why did they show anything on the front of the screen? So I think they're being a little tricky there. They put that on there to kind of give us a clue as to when the reveal of the new Tundra is going to be. It's going to be very interesting to see. But there's a little wrench thrown in this, and that is the recently leaked pictures of the redesigned Toyota Tundra. You know, they've taken a beating, at least in everything I've seen everywhere on the web. Now, it's not to say that nobody likes it. There's a handful, a few people that say that they actually like what they've seen. And it's always going to be that way. I mean, we're all different, right? Not everybody's going to like or dislike the same thing. But the majority, by far, of people that I have seen comment about these leaked pictures say that they don't like it. So I'm wondering if Toyota has taken note of that, if it even matters to them. I mentioned in another video that I thought that, well, maybe Toyota's a little arrogant and that they put out whatever the heck they want, and it doesn't really matter what you and I like. We're going to find out, because since they released that picture, or since those pictures rather were released, there's been a little bit of time. Toyota could have done a little bit of tweaking. For that matter, we really don't even know that those pictures, number one, were the real redesigned Tundra, and we don't know whether they were the finished product. In other words, they could have been test mules. And that's kind of my theory. You know, every manufacturer, when they put out new trucks, particularly redesigned trucks, send out some to different individuals throughout the country to test, to drive around, to see how they do, to get some real world seat time or miles on that new truck so that they have a little bit of information as to how it's going to go before they release it to everybody. And of course, whether they admit it or not, there's feedback coming in, right? I mean, when those people are out driving those trucks around, they know that there are going to be people asking about it. You know, like if when you pull up to a gas station, you're getting gas, somebody comes up, you show it to your friends, people see you driving down the road. So they're also getting feedback as to what the public actually thinks of the truck. So I believe that those pictures were test mules. Now, that doesn't mean, of course, that they're not what the truck is going to be. They certainly could be. But I'm hoping that Toyota is going to do a little bit of tweaking between now and the 19th, or when those pictures first came out, and the final version of the Toyota Tundra. Because I think the publicity from it, the reaction from it has been so negative that I don't think Toyota has a choice, unless they just don't care, unless they really are arrogant and they're just going to throw it out there no matter what we, the customers, I guess, think of it. So, are they going to do any big reveal party? You know, it's strange to me that, first of all, the way that Toyota has handled this whole thing anyway, you know, starting about, what, 2-3 months ago, whenever it was, that they started slowly trickling out pictures of this truck. I haven't heard anything about any kind of a big reveal presentation. And that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And maybe it's because of the current world situation. They don't want to pull a bunch of people together. Maybe that's it. But still, they could even have a very private screening with just a handful of press types around and reveal the truck. Now, I have heard that coming up shortly, they're going to reveal it to some people that they've invited to the San Antonio plant. I was not one of them, by the way. Toyota, what are you doing? Come on, man. But anyway, I've heard that they're going to do that, so maybe that is how they're going to approach it. They're going to have a small group of people come in, press types, and of course, I assume there will be pictures and maybe documents and things released about it so that people have accurate information to talk about. But we should see after that happens, which I think might correspond to that September 19th date. Now, maybe they're being even more tricky, and that 19th date really is when they were going to allow a small group of press to come in and look at it, and then they would filter more stuff out through those folks throughout the world. Who knows? But it's going to be very interesting to see. I really hope that Toyota does have a more polished version of the truck that they're going to put out. For me, there's just a few things, whether you like the design of the truck or not, but a few things, particularly on the interior, that just don't jive to me. They don't seem to fit well, and that would be indicative of a test mule. Things that they threw in that they're just testing out how they work rather than the finished, polished product. So it's going to be interesting to see if that is indeed the case. Now, there are other things, of course, that probably are set in stone, assuming those leaked pictures are the actual truck. Like the stampings in the side of the bed, you know, that little groove that goes down the side that kind of fades right into the gas cap. That's probably not going to change. They could, but I doubt it. The front grille area, how that is presented with that flat grille and then the kind of bulge where the bumper comes out, that's probably not going to change. And then lastly, what I think is hideous, and that is the tailgate area. That bubble butt, that's what I've termed it. The Toyota Tundra bubble butt that they have in the rear on the tailgate, that little jut out part that they have down below. I don't know what they're thinking there. Maybe it has a function. Maybe it folds out. Maybe you can pull it down and slide stuff into the bed. Who knows? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just a bad design, but we shall see. Anyway, I do think that there is a good chance that on September 19th, according to Toyota's own little trickery, we're actually going to have a reveal of the Toyota Tundra. We shall see. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are we going to see it on the 19th? Or are they just playing with us some more? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. And Rob Motive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay curious out there. Bye.